If you've been thinking about canceling your Amex Platinum card, this video will help you make a clear decision. And if you've been thinking about getting the Amex Platinum card, this video might help you reconsider. In my personal opinion, people have been getting the Platinum card more for the credits versus earning points on travel. For number one, I believe the main reason you should get the card is solely because you spend a lot of money on flights and hotels. So much money that you're willing to pay $700 a year for a credit card. I feel like people have tried to activate every credit and get all their value that way, but I don't believe that's why Amex added all the credits to the Platinum card. I believe this card was again intended for people who spend a lot of money on flights and hotels, and then Amex decided to add a bunch of credits that a frequent traveler would benefit from. I personally don't believe you're supposed to be getting all the value from the credits and then buying 1 or 2 flights a year. For example, when I was deciding whether or not I wanted to get the Amex Gold card, I wanted to make sure what I was spending on the card was worth $250 and all the points I would be earning was worth the annual fee. Not, well, I'm getting $240 a year in credits, so therefore the card is worth $250. I also think that's a huge reason that there's this complaint that the Amex Platinum card is just a big coupon book, because people aren't using it the way that it was intended to be used, in my opinion. I don't have confirmation from Amex that this is the case, but that's just what I personally believe. My second point is, if you're someone who got the Amex card just for all the travel benefits, go ahead and cancel it. By travel benefits, I mean global entry, TSA PreCheck, clear, and lounge access. Global entry comes with TSA PreCheck and it's only $100 every 5 years. A clear membership is only $189 a year for one person. And if you have kids under 18, they can all go through the clear lane for free. So in 5 years, you'll only have spent $1,045 on these benefits alone versus $3,475 if you had the Platinum card. And honestly, if you do have global entry and TSA PreCheck, you don't really need clear, unless again you're factoring in kids under 18. So you really could be paying $100 every 5 years versus $3,475. However, there are always exceptions, and one exception could be if you have multiple people, adults, on your clear account, and that way if you had the clear credit from Amex, you would be saving $189 per year. The other huge travel benefit, which is lounge access, is also easily attainable on its own. Now, the Delta Sky Club is $695 a year, but I've heard the Delta Sky Clubs have really lost their value, they're overcrowded, and the wait times, the lines are ridiculous. But you can get a Priority Pass membership, and Priority Pass has 3 different types of memberships. Their standard membership starts at $99 a year and is then $35 for each time you visit. Depending on how much you actually travel, this could save you hundreds of dollars. Their second membership is Standard Plus, which is $329 a year. With this membership, you get 10 free visits, and then it's $35 per visit after that. And their Prestige membership is $469 a year, and all your visits are free with that membership. Let's say you get the standard Priority Pass membership and you only travel 3 times a year. That's only going to cost you $204 plus $100 every 5 years for global entry and TSA PreCheck, so you're still saving over $300 a year. My next point is the average person gets the Amex Platinum card thinking it's Amex's highest card, so it's obviously going to earn them the most points, and that just is not the case. Oftentimes people ask, should I get the gold card or should I get the platinum card? It's not a matter of gold or platinum because the benefits are totally different, and the reason you get each card is completely different. They serve 2 different purposes. Unless, like I said, there's always an exception, unless you spend as much on flights as you do on everyday purchases. The other exception, I believe, is just if you spend a lot of money. I'm talking about, $10,000 to $15,000 to $20,000 per month. Even though you're still only earning 1 point per dollar, that's still 10,000 to 20,000 points per month. Even though, yes, you could be getting more value elsewhere. A lot of people aren't really playing the credit card game, and the last thing they want is 10 different credit cards to be maximizing their value. They just want one card that's going to get them as much value as possible, and everything else they don't care about. If you are someone who cares about getting the most points for every dollar you spend, I always recommend taking a look at your bank statements, either for the last month or the last 3 months. That way you can see what you actually spent, not what you think you spent, because sometimes I think what you think you spend is a lot different than what you actually spend, especially when it comes to deciding which categories you spend the most money in. Next, you should look at your lifestyle. Everyone's lifestyle is different, but this is crucial when you're deciding which card to get. Let's say you live in New York and you take the subway, you don't have a car, you spend a lot of money on food, but not so much on groceries. That could be the difference between you getting the Amex Gold card and the Amex Green card. So really just make sure you sit with it and pay attention to all the spending categories and look for the best sign-up bonuses. Also, if you're looking at getting more than one card at a time, make sure you're paying attention to how much you actually have to spend in a certain amount of time to earn the welcome bonus. So if you get 2 cards and you need to spend a total of $8,000 in 6 months to get the welcome bonuses for each card, make sure that you're able to do that. I read a post of someone applying for 3 cards, they got approved, and then they made a post asking how are they going to spend all this money to get the welcome bonuses, and that's really, not the way to go about it. My next point, and this is what I think is just a problem with the Platinum card in my personal opinion, and that's that you can only earn 5 points per dollar on hotels booked through AmexTravel.com. And on the Business Platinum, you can only earn 5 points per dollar on flights booked through AmexTravel.com, and not direct the way you can with the Personal Platinum. And this is completely separate, but the whole 12 p.m. check-in and 4 p.m. checkout is only available on the hotels in the Fine Hotel and Resorts collection, which I think is important to note because there are a lot of benefits that come with the Platinum card, but there are also a lot of stipulations and ways that they, in my opinion, just control how the whole system works, which I guess from a business standpoint does make sense, but also I don't know if the average person is paying attention to all these rules that they have to follow and all the conditions that come with the benefits. You also have to be staying in one of the hotels in the Fine Hotel and Resorts collection to get the $200 statement credits that they offer each year. To me, this is a problem because I've heard horror stories of people booking flights to the Amex travel portal and Amex canceling their flights or just the nightmares, and because Amex is a third party in the situation, so they're taking away your ability to book direct with the hotel and kind of the layer of security inconvenience that comes with that, in my opinion. I haven't really heard of too many problems with booking hotels through Amex Travel, but there's just also 2 more things to keep in mind, and that's number 1, the Fine Hotel and Resorts collections average at about $400-$500 per night. And number 2, if you are someone who does prefer to book direct, you will not be earning 5 points per dollar on hotels that you book directly. The Platinum card does give you gold status at Hilton and Marriott, but again, gold I've heard is not the best, or obviously it's not the highest, so just keep that in mind. If you do use every credit that comes with the Platinum card, you are getting positive value. But like I've said before in some of my other videos, that $700 a year is going to be a huge bill for some people. And depending on what you got the Platinum card for and how you're spending and the categories that you're spending, you might not need to pay that $700 a year and still be able to enjoy some of the travel benefits that you love, like Clear, Global Entry, lounge access, etc. But there are a ton of people that love their Platinum card. No matter what side of the fence you're on, remember to always explore your options and make the best financial decisions for you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.